Here we go. It's our first one. I think I'm a little crooked though. Hate that. There we go. Um, I'm already crooked enough. Don't need any help. I'm gonna do this. I couldn't decide at first. I'm like, do I want to do a series from one of the books that I enjoyed, where it's an entire series that goes 4 to 6 weeks, or just a little modge podge of some things that I like? And I decided that maybe I'll do that first, kind of get you used to me and me used to you. And so I picked out this one because I love Wayne Dyer. I loved his work, and he is definitely a big loss. I think it was last year that he passed away, but he has several books out there that I've read, and one was Being a No Limits Person. It's all in the attitude. So, question: how many of you have seen The Field of Dreams? Well, I love that movie. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I watched it. But do you remember the one line, the people will come? Build it and the people will come. And what does that mean to you? You know, some people who are going to listen to this or watch this will be thinking of their personal life, and other people will be thinking about their business, whatever's going on in their life, what they're trying to do right now. I think it can mean a lot of things. So hopefully it will hit home for you. That movie did have more than one meaning. But the one that stood out the most was the words and what it really meant. It meant to go out on faith. It meant your belief in something, your dreams, believing in your dreams. And attitude, yes, attitude of persistence, not giving up. He never would give up. That is only the beginning. And not even perhaps the first step is becoming a no limits person. We have to crawl and we have to walk and then we run. Many of us do seem to be born with a certain attitude. You have some people that are just fighters, are just born to be fighters. And, my grandson's like that. He don't give up. If he wants something, he doesn't take no for an answer. And that's a good way to be, I think, because that just means you're determined and persistent. And at some point, you're going to get rewarded. So a positive one is what we all hope for, a positive attitude. But should we acquire not so good of an attitude? Because sometimes I think when we acquire that attitude, it's because life's beating us up a little bit. But we can overcome that. It's like I say this a lot. Do you want to be a victim or do you want to be victorious? And I believe that decision comes with us. You have to become a no limits person, and you have to have an attitude of determination, walking in faith, and believing in your dreams. So we basically all know life doesn't always deal us a fair hand. And maybe when we get to know each other, I'll tell you about some of mine. But how you react to it is what can make you or break you. So we really are the sum choices. We're the sum total of choices that we make. And sometimes we make some really bad ones. And then sometimes we make good ones and we get rewarded for that. But what you can control is how it affects you. So there are some really bad things that happens to us in our life. We have losses and we have defeat, and a lot of very negative stuff can just overwhelm and overcome. But you can still control how it affects you. You can't control what happens out there, but you can control what is in here. Okay, here. And so when life is kind of beating you up just a little bit, you need to think about that. Is that, okay, this is not a good day, or, oh, I've had a rough week, or, man, all of this year was terrible. But you still can make a determination in your own mind how you're going to let that affect you. I was in a really deep discussion one day with a friend, and he was telling me of some of the bad things that had happened to him in his life. And his words were spoken with great justification. Hey, no wonder I'm like I am. My wife left me for a career. Our third child died at only a few days old. Life's been cruel, And I told him that he could use that and be a victim, or he could learn something that just makes that to be a part of his journey here. So you can be a victim or you can learn from it. And I know what he started to say. He started to say, yeah, well, you just don't understand. And that's when I said, oh, yes, I do, more than you know. I had a husband who was just short of abusive sometime. Don't want to talk too bad about anyone, but I actually got where I was afraid. I buried a newborn baby. I lost 4 other babies. And since I wrote these notes for this, my 37-year-old son passed away. That was 4 years ago. So life will deal a bad hand to just about all of us. And it hurts, but I try to learn from it. And I just hope I'll grow in some way, and I don't ever want to become bitter or be a victim. My faith has helped me get through some of these things, because there's just been days it wasn't that easy. It's like I said, you can choose to be a victim, or you can choose to be victorious and actually grow from it, become educated from it. Attitude, look around, and I promise you there are people that who've had it worse than you. We all know people like that. I look around sometime when I'm having one of my days, and I'll think about someone who's fighting, possibly cancer, or something else, and I don't have that life-threatening thing hanging over me, so I don't need to have too big a pity party on a regular basis anyway. I guess we all get our time. But I've taken my learning journey and I've used my experiences to help myself and help others. But most of all, I will tell you, if you will do that, if you'll take that and let it be a learning experience, it will make you so strong. And people will be amazed. And sometimes they don't understand how you can get that strength. But you can make it strong. It can make you strong if you let it. Or you can let it beat you down. And you're here on this earth anyway. Why not enjoy life? I love life. I love life. And I want to soak it all up and enjoy every day of it that I can. I love to be around people. I love my family. I love my friends. So you just got to go on. A few years after all the things that had happened, I had pursued a career in real estate, and I did really well in a little small town. And but it was really funny. Before I actually was able to go to work, you have to go to classes and get your license and pass tests and all that. And the same person who I had kind of become afraid of had told me that I was not smart enough to pass the test, because I had always been intrigued with real estate. And he said, you're just not smart enough to pass the test. And it was 2 or 3 years later, we separated and went different directions. And I went to real estate school, and guess what? I passed the test the first time. You got to get rid of the negativity in your life, and I'm not telling you to go get a divorce, okay? But you have to get rid of the negativity in your life and build a positive, growing future for yourself. And it all starts right here. And here's what happens. Someone can beat you down. You're already okay, but someone can take that away from you if you're not careful. It's funny how other people can play with what's up here. We can too. But we let the people who doesn't even matter get up here. Don't do that to yourself. Start your day every day feeling like you've been given a gift. And, and maybe treat it like it's your only day. And then make something good out of it. I believe that success comes from a positive attitude with willingness and a desire to help others. Success will come to you when you stop thinking about yourself. If you are working in a business, if you're an owner of a business, or you have a team that you work with, if you will focus on helping them, and that's where your focus is, I can tell you, you will become the winner. They will win because they've got an awesome leader, but you'll win too. And that's awesome, to think about that. Most people think that success is a destination, but success is not about being at a certain place at a certain time. Success is the journey. And don't you want that journey to be fun, eventful, helpful, purposeful? So if you do the right thing, you are going to be a success. And if you're doing the right thing right now, you are a success. It just hasn't shown up yet, but it will. It will. Right actions done daily compound the success in your life. So it does, it compounds. You've just got to let it build up, and you've got to walk in faith. Attitude is an outward expression of an inward feeling. I'll say that again. Attitude is an outward expression of an inward feeling. Success is a process. Success is knowing your purpose in life and climbing that ladder one step at a time. We always want to get there so quick, don't we? Success is growing to your maximum potential. Success is growing seeds that benefit others. It's back to helping other people. I have a team. I won't go into all that, but I have a team, and I just love them. And when I see their success, it makes me so happy. And yeah, their success will help my success. Always keep in mind that there will be those who will offer their free advice while you're pursuing your goals or dreams. And I did say free. And usually that free advice is not that good. But you got to remember this. They're not you. It's not up to them. It's not their dreams. It's your dreams. It's not their goals. It's your goals. So you keep your eye on your goals and dreams, and you put those blinders on. Keep the attitude of a winner on a journey of success, and do what is right and good. Now, I know I keep coming back to that, but that's how you are going to win. Be a no limits person. I don't even know if some people understand what that means. Don't put any limits to yourself. Don't put restrictions. We always, when we're talking about God has no boundaries. God puts no limits. We do it. We put all the restrictions. We put all the limits, all the doubts. It's not Him. It's us. And so don't do that to yourself either. Don't look for reasons to fail. I know people who do that, but look for reasons to succeed. Remember, life is nothing but a series of choices, and you will be the product of those. You've got to expect to win, and you've got to learn to appreciate or be grateful for what you have. Treat it like it is of great value. As I grew up in a Christian home, and I was always taught to appreciate what we had. But as years have passed by, it just seems like more and more in the last few years, there's a lot of conversation about being grateful for what we have. And if you're not grateful for what you have right now, why do you think God would give you anything else? You've got to be grateful for what you have now. And treat it like it is of great value. Treat your children your spouse, your home, your business, your friends, like it has great value, because it does. And if you can strive to do all of those things, you will become a no limits person. And you will be a success in your personal life, your business life, your financial world, your spiritual life. You, my friend, will be a winner. Now, I know some people go, oh, that's just a bunch of malarkey, positive thinking stuff and all that. But I will tell you, through some of the toughest times in my life, all this malarkey worked for me. And that's why I'm still sitting here. I've had my share of bumps in the road, and probably will have a couple more before I'm gone. But you know, the positive attitude, the determination and persistence that I had in me, and my faith, anytime we get into a dark place in our life, that's when we'll go to our knees. And we should be there before that. But a lot of times that's what happened. And that's the way it was with me for a while. It seemed like I would be going along on my way and everything's doing pretty good. And then life would happen as it will. And it would be not so good. And then I would turn to the Lord. You know, more prayer. Never went away, but it was just more dedicated, more prayer, more seeking Him for that peace and that guidance. And sadly, that's when we'll do it sometimes. And I guess it's better than not doing it at all, but I suggest making that a daily walk too. I hope this has been inspiring or helpful in some way. And I would love to hear a little feedback once you hear this or watch this, and let me know what you would like. And I'm going to try to keep it short. I was going to try to keep it at 15 minutes, and I've gone over just a little bit. So I will say farewell until next week. You guys have a blessed and no limits week. Goodbye.